Hey guys, welcome back to Restoration Mastery. Today we're going to be talking about how to hire salespeople. Boom! Welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about, how is it that we go about hiring salespeople? Well, we're going to kind of pull the curtain back for you and show you some of the Chet Holmes techniques that we actually use. And Tim, why don't you lay it out for us?
Yeah, so before we even get into that, I will say, why is it so freaking hard to hire salespeople? Damn. And the main reason for it is that salespeople are the best interviews on earth. Yeah. They're gregarious, they're entertaining. I mean, they're paid to be liked. And so naturally, as beginning business owners, oftentimes we hire every salesperson who walks in the door because we like them, because that's what they do as salespeople.
They have their best game.
They have their best game. I mean, an interview is where they shine. So we have learned over the years that we have to be really selective in the way that we hire salespeople. And so the first thing that I would say before you even start recruiting a salesperson is be really clear about what kind of behaviors you're looking to foster in this individual, and then structure the entire interview process around bringing out those attributes and seeing if they really hold on to them. Let me give you 3 examples. The first thing that salespeople suck at is staying organized. You want to make sure that a salesperson is organized. So when someone calls our office after we've placed an ad in whatever publication, or maybe we're on LinkedIn recruiting, we will actually have them call us back at a specific time. We'll say, okay, great, you have a 15-minute phone interview with Tim Bauer, and you'll be calling in on Tuesday at 2:15 p.m. And we like using random weird times like that because we're testing them to see if they're really organized. Yeah. Because a salesperson that doesn't follow through on an interview at the correct time is going to make sales calls the exact same way. If they can't make that first phone call, then you don't want to hire them in the first place.
And guys, you'd be surprised when you use this technique. We'll have 10 people lined up.
Yep.
3 of them actually end up calling at the right time. The others that end up calling after, we don't even take their call.
Yep.
We don't. I mean, they weed themselves out that simply, that easy.
Absolutely. Even if they're 5 minutes late, that's it. The second thing you want is you want a salesperson that does not take no for an answer. Okay? You want someone that's going to relentlessly pursue the prospect. Yeah. So when you actually accept that phone call, this is what that call will sound like. You're going to pick up the phone and say, okay,
let's role play.
You want to role play it? All right.
Good.
So you want to be salesperson?
I'll be salesperson.
All right. Good morning. This is Tim.
Hi, I was calling about the interview.
Yes, OP?
Yes, this
Great.
is OP. Yes,
okay.
Yes, this is
all right. I've got these calls booked up back to back to back. You have 10 minutes, so let's make this quick. Why should I hire you?
Well, Tim, with all due respect, can you tell me what the position is about?
You know what? I'm really busy. I'd be glad to get into that in another time. Right now, I'm just looking to find out why I should hire you.
Well, I guess I'm good with people. I think I'd be a good asset to your team, and I show up on time and I work really hard.
Okay, and regardless how they answer, the next question should sound like this. You know what, OP? I'm not hearing superstar from you. I don't think this is going to be a good fit for you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Bye. Number 1, with that first question, you're offering them an opportunity to sell something to you. That something is themselves. Yep. And if they can't sell themselves effectively, they sure as will never sell restoration effectively. That's step 1. And step 2, when you actually serve up a rejection, by the way, you will reject every single candidate.
You have to.
And this is going to scare the royal bejesus out of some of you guys.
The HR people freak out.
Oh my God, it's going to scare you because you're going to be talking to this champion salesperson and you're like, I can't reject this person. It's like Cindy Crawford hitting on you at a bar. It's like, I can't turn her down.
No, girl, I'm taken, right?
Yeah, exactly. That ain't happening. So what happens is when you reject them up front, you give them an opportunity to fight back. about 1 to 3% of the salespeople you interview will come back at you and say, well, you must not have heard me right. I'm the best salesperson on earth.
Let's role play what a guy looks like.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Tim Bauer. My name is OP Almaraz. I have an appointment with you to speak about the interview.
Yes, so I've got these booked up just back to back. You've got 10 minutes. Let's start. Why should I hire you?
Absolutely. Completely understand. Well, I've been the top salesperson at my previous company for the last 3 years, and the company before that, I was number 2, and I worked my way up from number 10, and I think I'd be a great asset to your company.
Cool. All right. Well, I appreciate the call, but I got to be honest. I'm just not hearing superstar from you, OP.
Interesting. So Tim, maybe you're not hearing me right. Maybe there's something wrong here. Did I mention that I am a top number 1 salesperson at the last position that I left? And I guarantee you that if you hire me, I will be the biggest asset you've got that you can add to your team. I promise you that.
If we hear someone like that, then we're going to invite them in for an interview. We know that they know how to sell themselves and they know how to stand up to rejection. Those are 2 critical tasks that in the field are going to serve them well and make you money. So the next question is, once you've interviewed them, you've found them, it looks like they're going to be a great fit for the organization you hire them, how do you hold them accountable? And that's a great question that we'll be answering next week.
Boom.
Until then,
be courageous and live with passion.